Hey, welcome back. Korea's small business sector is under real pressure, and today's numbers show why. Across the five major banks, KB Kookmin, Shinhan, Hana, Woori, and NH Nonghyup, the SME loan delinquency rate hit 0.67% at end February, up from 0.50% at year end. One banker reported new delinquency amounts rising 20% year on year. For individual business owners, the rate jumped from 0.15% in 2021 to 0.63% now, a fourfold increase. The Bank of Korea found that 61.4% of small businesses are now earning less than they need to cover interest payments. Vulnerable self-employed borrowers carry a combined loan balance of 114.6 trillion won, up over 23 trillion in 3 years. With oil prices surging due to the US-Iran conflict, and the Bank of Korea finding small manufacturers are more sensitive to oil shocks than large firms, the trend is unlikely to reverse soon. Banks are stepping up support programs, but bankers are candid. Delinquency rates will keep rising for the foreseeable future. On mortgages, the five major banks are working with regulators to cap new home loans at roughly 60% of total allowable household loan growth. With household lending capped at 1% growth this year, that translates to roughly 320 billion won in new mortgages per month, spread across the five banks. Each bank gets a slightly different allocation based on last year's lending volumes. The direction is deliberate. Tighten credit access to cool the housing market, a sobering picture for young Koreans. A 2025 survey by the Korea Financial Services Commission's support arm found 54% of people aged 19 to 34 ran short on living expenses in the past year. Those using credit card revolving, rolling unpaid balances to the next month, carried an average outstanding balance of 3.26 million won, at an average interest rate of 17.3%. 1 in 5 carried over 5 million won monthly. Of young borrowers currently in default, 82% have been delinquent for over 90 days. Even government savings programs meant to help youth build assets are seeing early withdrawal rates above 20%. And finally, Hana Bank is hiring retired branch managers back as mentors for newly appointed female branch managers. The bank's workforce is 65% female, and women's share of middle management has grown from 21.2% to 26.5% since 2022. Chairman Ham Young-ju has consistently called female leadership development a core strategic priority. The program starts with around 5 mentors and will scale from there. That's all for today's deep dive. We'll be back with more insights. You've been listening to the Korea Economy Brief, straight from the front page of Seoul Economic Daily. Thanks for tuning in.